Hello and welcome to another edition of the Mikkel Show. Today's episode is going to be a little bit shorter than the others. I know I've said this before and I've been wrong, but I think today I might actually be right. Because there really isn't much to talk about in the different subjects that I'll be bringing up today, but I'll try to still keep it entertaining. It's not about how long the video is, it's about how entertaining it is, and I'm doing my best. Right now on the screen, you can see the different parts of the show. I'm not gonna go into further detail with that because most of them most of the titles kinda explains themselves. So let's just jump right into it and do current games. I have finished a game. I have finished Klonoa Door to Pantomile. I'm not gonna go into a detailed review of the game because I have my review series for that. But let's just, like we did last week, do one good thing about the game and one bad thing about the game. The good thing about the game is the combat system, if you can call that, where you kind of use the enemy. For those of you who don't know, Klonoa Door to Pandemile is a 3D platformer, one of the early ones. So there really isn't that much 3D aspect to it. You still pretty much move in a 2D uh, dimensions, but there are some depths, and sometimes you have to shoot inward with your shots. And that's the cool. So the cool thing about the game is actually one of the cool things is that you use the enemies. You pick up the enemies and throw them at each other, and sometimes you actually have to throw it the enemy outwards or inwards, as in giving a more 3D aspect to the game. So that's pretty cool. Now, one of the bad things about the game were the bosses. The bosses were annoying, and like many of the early 3D um, platform games, there were absolutely no explanation to what you actually needed to do, and they always that's one thing I also hated about Crash Bandicoot. You kind of didn't know what to do. The simple things were often the wrong thing, which is kind of annoying when you come to an enemy. Oh, I have to do this. Nope, that wouldn't work. You have to do something completely different, and that was quite annoying. I didn't like the bosses. They were frustrating. They were hard, and they were pretty much boring. But the levels in themselves, the other thing was pretty cool. I'm going to further detail in the future, of course, in my review series. Now, I have started playing two new games. Well, technically, I started playing one and I've stalled another, which I am going to be starting. The games that I have started is Bully Scholarship Edition from Rockstar Games, which is basically a semi-open world game about a school. It's an interesting game where you can help different people and stuff like that. And I'll it's a really fun game so far. I have played it before but never completed it. I'm going to complete it this time. Bully Scholarship Edition, really fun. The other game that I have installed but not started playing yet is Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of the Lounge Lizards. Try saying that Try saying that fast 5 times. Jesus Christ, I fucked up the easy part. Oh my god. Anyway, but yeah, Licious Larry in the Land of the Lounge Lizards is a old school point and click adventure game. I am playing the VGA version. I think it's VGA. Is it Super VGA? No, it's VGA. Which is basically the same game but with better graphics, and also in the original version you had to type in what you needed to do, like go east, go west, still with a graphical interface, but that has been changed in the new version too. Now you have a traditional point and click, which makes the game a little better in my opinion. So awesome, two awesome games, and I'm still playing Rift even though I haven't been playing it lately. But it's a fun game. I am going to play it in the future some more. Look at me. jumping. This is 3D. Um, in case you didn't know, Minecraft is in 3D. Woo! That's the village. Let's get into first person. How do I do that? So yeah, I forgot. And we're going to go into the village. Actually, we're going through the village. That's right. We're going to look at something that is behind the village. I always think that tree is like broken, but it's just because the branches. That tree is like crooked. It looks kind of weird. But yeah, I need to fix up the church. Let's go in here. You can probably see something there. We have a little snowy area out here. And there's something in the snow area. What could that be? What could that be? It's an igloo. It's a very shitty igloo, but it's the best I could do. I've never been good with round shape. Let's just fly up and I think it looks decent. Let's go inside and have a look. Oh, I landed on something. We have a little ice fishing hole. We got a bed, which is not a bed. It's supposed to look like a sleeping bag, I guess. It's not just some wool and some carpet. We have the fishing rod here, so you can fish, and like a stove and stuff like that. And decided to use these torches for some mood lighting. I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, the reason we're in the snowy area and the reason I built an igloo is because today's up close and personal is all about snow. That's right, snow. Because right now, if I look out through my window, all I can see is snow. Bloody snow. Not actually bloody snow, but snow. And to be honest, I find it quite annoying. Now, as a child, I liked the snow. I liked running around in the snow, throwing snowballs and stuff like that. But I guess but I lived in a smaller town as a child, so there wasn't really, I don't know, living in a big city covered in snow, I find kind of annoying because it quickly becomes ugly. All the roads, like in the side of the road, big piles of snow, and the snow is clearly contaminated by different kind of things. And I don't know. It's just on my way out today. I was going to school today, and I was like almost slipping like 3 or 4 times because people really can't. People are not good at shoveling snow, and if people aren't good at shoveling snow, they shouldn't shovel it because that would just leave like a trace of ice on the ground. It's rather, which makes it really slippery. It's rather that I'd rather walk through a lot of snow than walk on ice. But that's what happens when people that aren't necessarily pros at shoveling snow. That's what happens when they start shoveling snows. But because of Danish laws, we have to, the owners of, whenever there's a house, like, let's just turn it into day again. But yeah, in Danish laws, I guess we have to, the homeowners or apartment owners have responsibility for shoveling the snow on the sidewalk outside of their house or building, which just is a dumb idea in my opinion, because not everybody gets up early enough to shovel the snow before it's been stomped on and become hardened, which makes it almost impossible to get rid of. And not everybody, like myself, is very good at shoveling snow, which means that we leave a trace of ice or hardened snow, which is basically the same as ice, behind, and makes it even worse to walk on than if there were big piles of snow. So I really don't understand why that is a law that you have to do. I would rather, we actually in Denmark have an unemployment situation. There's a lot of unemployed people, and why not employ people to shovel snow? Now, that would have been a problem for the unemployment situation. Now, most people don't want to, including myself, want to shovel snow, and I would rather be poor and broke and living on the street than shovel snow. But some people actually wouldn't mind shoveling snow to get money. So why not What do you want? Huh? What do you want? Oh, there you go. I missed. That's the thing, when you can't see your hands, it's easy to miss things. But yeah, I would rather that professional people, people who actually knew what they were doing, would shovel the snow so that I, myself, and other people, including elderly people, wouldn't slip because of bad snow shoveling, snow cleaning. Snow cleaning? I don't know. But yeah, to be honest, I love snow in the fact in when you go into like the forest or parks and stuff like that and see the snow. And I've often taken pictures, photographs of that, and gotten some really nice results. Actually, when this video is out, I might have taken some more photographs of snow because I am going tomorrow or today. When this video is out, it'll be today. I would have been out in a forest and no, don't go in. Well, go in. Okay, go in. Oh, you gave me an egg. Thank you. But yeah, I will have been out in the snow and taken some photographs. I might at some point link some pictures up so you can see them. A lot of my other photographs. We were talking about photography earlier, and shut up. But yeah, it's annoying with all this snow. To be honest, I think as a child, yes, it was nice to have a lot of snow for going like sledding or skiing or throwing snowballs, built igloos, and like jumping in the snow. But as I've gotten older, I guess I've just become annoyed with all the snow. Especially because like I said, there really isn't that well shoveled. It isn't well shoveled, so you have to walk on ice and walk through big piles of snow in the side of the road because apparently it's more important that the cars can go. Which in some cases, like ambulances and police and stuff like that, it's important they can get back and forth. But it's couldn't they like have some special vehicles that could run through snow because whenever the roads are cleared for snow, it just means that there'll be big piles of snow at the edge of the road. So if you want to cross the road, you have to walk through big piles of fucking snow. Like I said, this would be a short episode. There really isn't much to say about snow. I just wanted to pay attention to kind of call to attention that I am right now living in a very snow-covered country, or at least a very snow-covered city, and it's annoying as fuck. It's cold, it's windy, there's snow everywhere, and even though it's very beautiful to look at, it's just annoying to walk through. Although I wouldn't mind. I've actually never been in an igloo, a real igloo. That would be an awesome experience. But I think that's enough for my up close and personal, which was all about snow. I know it's a weird subject, but it's not easy always finding new subjects to talk about. And I thought since there's a lot of snow right now in Denmark, in my town, look at those guys. I think they become friends. But I thought since there was all this snow, it would be fun to talk about it. Let's get in here. Excuse me. I might be getting sick. It is cold, so you don't actually get sick from cold, I guess. Well, some. One thing you don't do, you don't get a cold from the cold. That's just a myth. So if anybody ever says to you that you have to remember to wear your jacket when you go outside, or otherwise you'll get a cold. Well, they'd be wrong. The only way you can get a cold is to actually get it from another person that has a cold. So, it's a virus. You have to be... Yeah, whatever. Let's get into the next point. As you can see, I have actually already... I forgot to turn on the projector. Let's just... oh my god. I'm ruining everything. Oh, shit. Okay. Get back on the track, please. Thank you. Oh. Okay, come on, come on. Yeah! Saw that? Like a pro. Yeah, they don't seem like to care that much about it. Understandable. Uh, Turn on. Here we go. Time to watch a movie. I really should try out those. You can get like a green screen mod. That would be pretty cool, but I think it would be kind of hard to make. But yeah, movie of the week. The movie of the week this week is a Coen Brothers movie, one of their earliest. It might actually be their first. I'm not really sure. It's a movie called Blood Symbol. And it's a really, really awesome movie with what's her name? Frances McDormand? I think that's her name. Which they use in a lot of other of their movies, among them Burn After Reading and Fargo she was in. But this is a movie about a a woman who kind of don't want to be with her husband anymore, so she falls in love with one of his employees. He owns a bar, the husband, and then all then pretty much the movie. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the movie is a lot about a lot of confusion, basically, not for the viewer, but in the people in the movie kind of misinterpret things. They get kind of the wrong idea about a lot of things in the movie, which leads to a lot of chaos. And it's an amazing movie. It's at times it's kind of funny. At times it's really shocking. It's serious. It's the Coen Brothers at their best, and I really like the Coen Brothers. They made a lot of amazing movies yeah, they made a lot of. Oh, excuse me, I'm kind of stuck. They made a lot of great movies such as Oh Brother Where Art Thou, The Big Lebowski, Fargo, The Hudsucker Proxy, Racing Arizona. No Country for Old Men. A lot of great movies, and Blood Symbol is one of the earliest one. It's the one that really got them noticed. So check it out, Blood Symbol. Really amazing movie, all about misinterpreting, misunderstanding situations, and kind of yeah, that's basically the easiest. It's hard to describe because it is kind of a strange movie, which of course the Coen Brothers is kind of famous for making strange movies. But yeah, Blood Symbol, amazing. Let's just jump out of this. And well, I don't want to go talking to those guys today because they rarely have anything important to say. So let's go back to the studio. Like I said, this would be a quick episode. Oh, my chair just moved, which is quite okay because it has wheels on it, so it's pretty normal that it moves. Let's turn it into daytime. Oh, I didn't mean to jump over the desk. La 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 la. Koala. Wee! Super koala. Away! That's really. Oh, I love that new particle effects that shoots off some particles when you land. Oh, probably should get up higher. Let's get a little bit up higher and check this out. Fall, please. Yeah, that's a really cool effect. But we come to the last part of the show, which is the spotlight. And today's channel, I've chosen a gaming channel, which most of the channels I watch are gaming channels. So I'll probably have most gaming channels in my spotlight. The channel I've chosen today is I Am Cheap, and this is a girl from a woman, whatever you want to call it, from the US who likes to play games. And she plays a lot of cool games. And she plays some of the times she plays alone, sometimes she plays with her sisters, and she even plays with LD Shadow Lady, which I did a spotlight on early on. I think it was one of the first actually. But yeah, she makes some really great videos. She's done some Walking Dead. She's done some Minecraft. She's currently playing some Borderlands, Borderlands 2, I think it is. She did a really nice playthrough of Saints Row the Third with her sister. And the cool thing about that is actually seeing one of the really cool things about it anyway is to seeing the sisters' reaction to some of the more sexual and sexual and nudity orientated gameplay of the game. That's just hilarious. But it's a really nice playthrough. But don't go watch that because you want to watch my playthrough of it, even though hers is better. Why do I keep doing spotlights on channels that are better on my own? It's not really the best way of getting subscribers. Yeah, if you go check this video, it's better than mine. But I mean, isn't that what it's all about? Kind of giving. That's what I like about YouTube is that there's a lot of different channels, and I like to talk about these different channels. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I am cheap. Go check her out. She does some really nice videos. She's funny. She does some what's it called? She has some vlogs as well on her channel. Really cool. She has some challenges she started doing that didn't last long though. And she has some on what's it called? Loot crate, I think it's called, where she gets like this thing with different things in. Really good description, right? I don't know. Anyway, I think this is it for today's show. Hope you enjoyed it, even though it has been a little bit shorter. Talking about snow, that's always fun. Not really. Uh, it's really wide outside. It's incredible. So much snow, and it came in like only a few days, and supposedly it's supposed to go away by the weekend, but sometimes Danish winters are just really a pain in the fucking ass. Uh, if you're into skiing or sledding or snowball fights, then Denmark is a nice country, but I'm not into those things, so I'm just waiting for it to go away. For springtime and summer and stuff like that, I think fall and springtime is probably my favorite seasons because summer in Denmark can sometimes become really hot, although not that often when I think about it. But still, springtime is probably my favorite season of the year. Anyway, subscribe if you haven't, and press the like button, not the dislike button, if you like it, of course. Favorite, comment if you have anything to say. Tell me what your feeling is about snow. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Could you care less? Uh, Stuff like that. And also, what's your favorite Coen Brothers movie? And yeah, I'll see you next time for more Koalas in Suits and the Mikkel Frost Show. See ya. Bye.